back at the 48-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on second down. Love. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It's a gain of 35.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift, shift. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Shift, shift. Hey, fall. Flip it, flip it.
Winston now. Throw left side complete. That's done. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They go play action here on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. D Ford, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
50, Mike 50. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Hey, check 25.
Jameis to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Give me some.
On first down, Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Packers. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Check. 53's mine. Here we go.
Throwing on first down, Love. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. On first and 10, Love. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Off play action, Love. They'll roll him out right. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. You remember me? You remember me? Let's get going. Let's get ready to go.
From the gun, Love. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Squeeze, get in there. Ready.
Throwing again, Love. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a first and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Love. That's complete right around the 8. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's get off the field.
Here's a second and 7. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Go. 45. Mike, 45. Delta. Go.
From the gun, Love. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Taken right on the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jameis now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together.
Second and 1.
Tighten up. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first quarter, and you've